Note: suppose script B of E denote the class of all script B measurable functions on E. Means the collection of all script B measurable function which are defined on E, I am going to denote by script B of E. Then script B of E is a real linear space. Real linear space. That is, linear space is nothing but a vector space whose field is set of all real number. This collection of all the script B measurable function on E is a vector space on the field set of all real number. Theorem: suppose Fn is a sequence of script B measurable functions defined on a script B measurable set E. When I am saying E is a script B measurable set, that is E belongs to script B, that is a sigma algebra. Then first one, maximum of f1 comma f2 comma so on fn. Second one, minimum of f1 comma f2 comma so on fn. Third one, supremum of all the fn where n is greater than or equal to 1. Fourth one, infimum of all the fn where n is greater than or equal to 1. Fifth one, limit superior of fn. Sixth one, limit inferior of fn are all script B measurable functions. Also, if f is the limit of fn, limit of this sequence, then f is also script B measurable function. This one we have to prove. The theorem statement says that suppose fn is a sequence of script B measurable functions defined on a script B measurable set E. Then maximum of fn comma f2 comma so on fn, minimum, supremum of the sequence, infimum of the sequence, limit superior, limit inferior, this all we have to show as a script B measurable function. If limit of this sequence exists, then that limit value, that is f, is also script B measurable function. Proof. Now first we will prove this one. First one, let capital M is equal to maximum of f1 comma f2 comma so on fn. Then m of x can be written as maximum of f1 of x comma f2 of x comma so on fn of x for all x belongs to E. For all x belongs to E. Now for any alpha belongs to R, consider the set all those elements belongs to E such that m of x greater than alpha. Now to prove m of x, that is maximum of the f1 comma f2 comma so on fn is script b measurable function, I have to show that this set is a script b measurable set, which is equal to all those elements belongs to E such that m of x is nothing but maximum of fn of x comma so on till fn of x which is greater than alpha, which is greater than alpha. Since maximum is greater than alpha, maximum of this n functions is greater than alpha, means at least one set, one function from this one is greater than alpha. If I make union of fn of x greater than alpha, f2 of x greater than alpha, so on, I will get its maximum. This one can be written as union k is equal to 1 to n. All those elements belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. First I am taking a set f1 of x greater than alpha, f2 of x, f3 of x, so on. If I take the union, I will get x belongs to E such that fn of x greater than alpha, f2 of x, we will get nothing but the maximum greater than alpha. If at least one set is greater than alpha, we will get the maximum greater than alpha. This one I can write as union k is equal to 1 to n ek, where ek is equal to x belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. Fk of x is greater than alpha. Let us take this one as equation number 1. Here in a rough part we can write that maximum of a set of n numbers which are greater than alpha, if a set containing n numbers whose maximum is greater than alpha, this is possible only if at least one of those n numbers is greater than alpha, then only we will get maximum. If at least one of them is greater than alpha, then only we will get maximum. If maximum is greater than alpha means at least one of this one is greater than alpha. So in the statement clearly given that fn is a sequence of script b measurable function, means each and every term in this sequence is script b measurable function. Now since fk of x is greater than alpha is script b measurable function, if this is measurable function then ek is script b measurable set. Therefore by the script b measurability of fk, that is script fk of x is measurable function, then this set is script b measurable set. We get that ek is script b measurable set for all k. Now each ek is measurable set and script b is a sigma algebra, then finite union of measurable set is again a measurable. Since finite union of elements of script b is an element of script b, because script b is sigma algebra, therefore we get RHS of equation number 1 belongs to script b. If RHS belongs, then therefore hence LHS of equation number 1 belongs to script b. If LHS belongs to script B, then I can say that this set is a script B measurable set. If this set is a script B measurable set, then I will say that m of x is the script B measurable function. Therefore, proving first one. Now we have to prove the second one. Let small m is equal to minimum of f1 comma f2 comma so on fn. Then small m of x can be written as minimum of fn of x comma f2 of x comma so on fn of x for all x belongs to E. For any alpha belongs to R, consider the set. A set containing all those elements of E such that small m of x is greater than alpha. This one can be written as x belongs to E such that minimum of m of x is nothing but minimum of fn of x comma f2 of x comma so on n of x is greater than alpha. This one I can write as intersection k is equal to 1 to n. All those elements belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. Since minimum is greater than alpha, this implies that all the sets are greater than alpha. Because the minimum of these n functions is greater than alpha, means all the functions are greater than alpha, then only I can say that minimum of those is greater than alpha. If at least one is less than alpha, then the minimum should be less than alpha. Now this one I can write as integration k is equal to 1 to n ek, where ek is equal to all those elements belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. Let us take equation number 2. By script B measurability of fk says that each fk is a script B measurable function, then each ek is a script B measurable set. We get that ek is script B measurable set for all k. This one how I can say, since script B is sigma algebra. If you want, you can write here, since script B is a sigma algebra, since script B is sigma, here instead of here in a rough part you can write here, since script B is a sigma algebra, then finite intersection of script B measurable sets is again a script B measurable set. We get that RHS of equation number 2 belongs to script B. Hence, LHS of equation number 2 belongs to script B. Proving second one. Now we have to prove third one. That is, supremum is script B measurable function. Third one. Let capital S is equal to supremum of f1 comma f2 comma so on fn comma so on. Then S of x can be written as supremum of fn of x comma f2 of x comma so on fn of x comma so on for all x belongs to E. For any alpha belongs to R, consider the set. All those elements belongs to E such that S of x is greater than alpha. S of x is greater than alpha. This one is x belongs to E such that what is S of x is this one, that is supremum of fn of x comma f2 of x comma so on comma fn of x comma so on is greater than alpha. Since supremum is greater than alpha, then we can say that all the elements are greater than alpha, then only the supremum will be greater than alpha. The supremum definition says that if all the elements are greater than or equal to alpha, then it will be an upper bound. Yes, if all the elements are less than or equal to that one, then it will be said as upper bound. Means if supremum is greater than alpha, means at least one element of this set is greater than alpha. So I can write here union k is equal to 1 to infinity x belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. This one I can write as union k is equal to 1 to infinity ek, where ek is equal to x belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. Let us take this one as, earlier we have took equation number 2, so here I am going to take as equation number 3. Now by script B measurability of fk, we get that all the ek's is script B measurable set for all k. For all k, since each ek belongs to script B and script B is sigma algebra, then I can say that finite union of script B measurable function is again a script B measurable function. Since countable union of elements in script B is an element in script B. Therefore, this one RHS. Therefore, we get that RHS of equation number 3 belongs to script B. Hence, LHS of equation number 3 belongs to script B. Proving third one. Similarly, we can go for the fourth one, infimum of a sequence. Fourth one, let small s is equal to infimum of f1 comma f2 comma so on fn comma so on. Then small s of x is nothing but infimum of f1 of x comma f2 of x comma so on fn of x comma so on for all x belongs to E. For all x belongs to E. For any alpha belongs to R, consider the set. X belongs to E such that S of x is greater than alpha. Now write what is S of x. x belongs to E such that infimum of fn of x comma f2 of x comma so on fn of x comma so on is greater than alpha, which is equal to, since infimum is greater than alpha, infimum says that all the elements are greater than or equal to infimum. All the elements are greater than or equal to infimum, and infimum is greater than alpha, means all the elements are greater than alpha. So this one can be written as integration k is equal to 1 to infinity x belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. This one I can write as intersection k is equal to 1 to infinity ek, where ek is equal to x belongs to E such that fk of x is greater than alpha. Let us take in equation number 4. By script B, measurability of fk, we get ek is script B measurable set for all k. Since script B is a sigma algebra, then countable intersection of script B measurable set is again a script B measurable set. Therefore we will get RHS. We get RHS of equation number 4 belongs to script B. Hence LHS of equation number 4 belongs to script B. Proving fourth one. Now fifth one. Limit superior. We know limit superior of fn can be written as infimum of n greater than or equal to 1, supremum k greater than or equal to n fk. K greater than or equal to n fk. We know limit n tends to infinity, limit superior can be written as infimum of n greater than or equal to 1, supremum of k greater than or equal to n fk. Now this term I am going to consider as Gn. Let supremum of fk where k greater than or equal to n is equal to Gn for all n greater than or equal to 1. For all greater than or equal to 1. Now what is G1? If I take n is equal to 1, this is nothing but supremum of all those k greater than or equal to 1 fk, means supremum of the set starting from f1, f2 so on. Similarly G2 is nothing but supremum of the set starting from n is equal to 2, f2, f3 so on. Now in this equation, if I take so on, similarly G3, G4 so on. If I take limit n tends to infinity Gn, here what you will get? Limit n tends to infinity supremum of fn. The definition of nothing but limit superior of fn. Just now we have proved by third property. Just now we have proved in the statement that supremum of script b measurable function is again a script b measurable function, then each g1 g2 g3 all are measurable function. Therefore we get gn belongs to script b for all n. Gn belongs to script b for all n. Now this implies by 4, if each gn belongs to script b, then infimum also belongs to script b. We get infimum of n greater than or equal to 1 gn belongs to script b. This implies, therefore, infimum n greater than or equal to 1. What is gn here? We got supremum of k greater than or equal to n. F k is script b measurable function. Script b measurable function. Since limit n tends to infinity, supremum of fn, that is limit superior of fn, is nothing but infimum n greater than or equal to 1 supremum of k greater than or equal to n fk. Since this one is script b measurable function, we will get this one is script b measurable function. Therefore limit n tends to infinity, supremum of fn is a script b measurable function. So proving fifth. Now sixth one. We know limit inferior of fn. This one can be written as supremum n greater than or equal to 1 infimum of k greater than or equal to n fk. Greater than or equal to 1 fk. Now I am going to consider this one as some hn. Let infimum k greater than or equal to n fk is equal to hn for all n greater than or equal to 1. Now by 4, infimum of all the measurable script b measurable function is script b measurable function, then I can say that hn is script b measurable function. We get that hn belongs to script b for all n. Now by 3 we get, if hn is a script b measurable function for all n, then its supremum n greater than or equal to 1 hn belongs to script b for all n. By third one, just now we have proved. Therefore that is supremum n greater than or equal to 1. What is hn? Infimum k greater than or equal to n fk is a script b measurable function. But this one is nothing but this one. Since limit n tends to infinity, infimum of fn is nothing but supremum n greater than or equal to 1 infimum k greater than or equal to n fk. Therefore limit n tends to infinity, inferior fn is a script b measurable function. Script b measurable function. Therefore proving sixth one. Now seventh one. Let f is equal to limit n tends to infinity Fn. We know that limit of Fn is nothing but limit superior of Fn, which is also equal to limit inferior of Fn. If a limit of a sequence exists, then limit of a sequence is nothing but limit superior is nothing but limit inferior. Just now we have proved in the above, in the 5th and 6th, that this one and this one both are script B measurable function. We'll get this one is script B measurable function. By 5, 6 we get limit n tends to infinity superior of Fn belongs to script B, limit n tends to infinity inferior of Fn belongs to script B. Since this two belongs to script B, then this one also belongs to script B. Therefore, limit n tends to infinity Fn belongs to script B. That is, F belongs to script B. Therefore, F is a script B measurable function. This one only we have to